Son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. We've got a big one today. Obviously, Juve and Roma set to go at it in battle in a full packed house at Allianz Stadium. All right, so we went over the match day live, got ready, went through the preview, the predictions. Predictions were all strong. We had Anto and Omer both with 3-0 victories for Juventus. I myself went 2-0, and Skanga came in late with a big 4-1 prediction. All right, now there's a wager on the line today, okay? If Juventus wins, scores 3 goals, we have not one but 2 giveaways. So longtime supporter of the channel, Eric Acernio Gibbs, he is going to be giving away some merchandise to a lucky subscriber. All right, so make sure you smash that subscribe button, okay? So he's giving away some merch, and I'm giving away a 24-25 home kit to a lucky subscriber. So 2 giveaways on the line if Juve can bag 3 and win the game. Do you think they're going to do so? Let me know in the comments, chat. Now let's take some time, say what's up to everybody as you start to roll in here. Oh yeah, Juve Quartercast. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Here we go, baby. Oh yeah. Big one today, big one today. We will get into the lineup. I have the graphics. We'll pull it up and discuss it. From Chris, ciao Berto, ciao, ciao, Opa, great to see you as always. Matteo, let's go, let's go. Berto's opinion on De Sciglio's sale, hey. Yeah, it's always sad when you know, I'm a collector myself, so when you have like a nice card with like a hologram on it or something cool, you know, sometimes you got to sell it, and then there's some buyer's remorse or seller's remorse. None for me, all right, De Sciglio, via. But Opa, are you still going to get one of the new kits and still put De Sciglio on the back? I got to know. I got to know. Hit me in the chat here. What's up to everybody jumping in here? Neil, ciao, ciao. Lucas, Leolis, Neil, let's go, baby. Let's go. Time to get the job done. Eka coming in here. Ciao tutti. Everybody pumped for this one, as you should be. This is going to be a big one. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to the starting 11, all right? I'm just trying to tap into my feed at the same time. But your starting 11 is as follows. Absolutely the same as we saw the week prior, okay? So you've got Di Gregorio in goal. Savona as your right back. So Gatti, Bremer, Cabal make up the remaining defenders. Locatelli, Fagioli as your pivots with Cambiaso, Yildiz, and Imbangula across the front, just behind Dusan Vlahovic. Gatti, captain. Is it going to be his all season? Maybe, just maybe. The 24-25 season belongs to Gatti as the Capitano. It'll be interesting to see if anything develops or changes from there. As far as the lineups, a lot of opinions out there about seeing some change. Got the newcomers. Gonzalez seemed ready to go. That would be the only real change I would think about, is getting Gonzalez in there to utilize Cambiaso as out of the fullback position. But this is not the be-all, end-all. Some fans had some nervousness around Savona in a first test against Roma. I'm not actually nervous about it based on how he plays. He's very, very simple in how he approaches the game. It's no nonsense, straight business. He doesn't try to play out of his skin or do anything outrageous, and his work rate is incredible. So I am absolutely fine with it. Furthermore, it makes a lot of sense to go with this and keep in rhythm going into a 2-week international break after this game, all right? So I feel very, very confident. So let's see. And your predictions? Fire away with your predictions. We got a lot of confidence out there. Chris coming in here, 4-0 win. 2 goals from Dusan Vlahovic. 1 goal Locatelli and 1 from Gatti. Write it down. Well, it's right there. It's right there. Let's see if you end up nailing that one, all right? And Brandon Caputo, it has been a while. Great to see you in here. Forza Juve. Fino alla fine. Big one today. 2-0. Yildiz and Luca, question mark. Someone unexpected coming in from Makeup? Maybe. Maybe. I did call goal scorers on my prediction challenge. I went Yildiz with a goal and one of our goals from a set piece. Okay? In terms of the rest, everybody else had Dusan bagging a goal. Skanga had him for a brace. Anto had Dushan on there and Yildiz as goal scorers. And Omer had Dushan as well. So let's see. Let's see if Dushan could keep it rolling. He's on a brace coming out of the last one. He could be at around 4 or 5 goals already this season. But snake bitten in the first one. Let's go. 2-1 maybe? We would win 3-1, but Deschilio can't score versus Roma anymore. That was the moment for Deschilio. I'll never forget that Roma one. We've had some beauty moments against Roma as well. I'm going to pull down the starting graphic for a second here, but I can think of that goal Gonzalo Higuain scored when he absolutely bodied their coach now, De Rossi, carried and dribbled the D, made them look silly. And then before smashing it with his off foot, left-footed blast there, that goal always stands out to me. We, of course, can go much further back to 2013 with the Barzali run to Giovinco. That was 2012-13, I believe. Yeah, 2012-13. Never forget those ones as well. But, yeah, when we had Del Piero bag some nice free kicks against Roma, we went over some of the key stats this morning leading up to this game. And it has been Juve. I think 13 out of the last 15 matches have ended in Juventus victory. And I believe those were the home matches. Can't quote me on it, and I did lose it. I got out of those notes after the show ended, but yeah, the key stats all in favor of this one going into it. Del Piero's goal against Roma in the Copa 2011-12, that rip was insane. Top bins there, amazing. 3-0 Vlahovic with a brace and Gatti. I'm down with it, all right? And yes, reminder, everybody, please take Eka's advice, and let's like the video before the match begins here, all right? As everybody starts to pour in here, we're ready to rock. Cherry Be Nasty, bong rips and coffee. Let's go. Man, a little counterproductive on both accounts here, right? Do you want to go with a coffee or you want to go with the bong rips? It's almost like you're caught between two minds there, but whatever your pregame ritual is, you fire away. Captain Cats, let's go. Gattone. I think this is going to be a good one. We talked about Roma coming into this one, all right? And Cherry saying they even me out. There you go. So Roma, obviously, not in the form they want to be coming into this one, but you can't worry about that in these matches. You got to take care of business. They're going to bring everything they have, and they're going to have a couple players that are going to be extra motivated. Sule and, of course, Dybala. So almost everyone that has predicted us conceding today, and keep in mind, we've only allowed like 1 or 2 shots on goal through the first 2 games, but again, we're going to see a better mix of competition in this one. We expect to concede. Some of us out there expect to concede, and they've all got Sule or Dybala being those goal scorers. I'd put Dybala down for it, maybe, if they're going to bag a goal. I don't know if anybody else on that team is going to hurt us unless it's from an error or some kind of bounce or maybe a set piece. Other than that, yeah, Dybala is the one that I would be worrying about. That's really it. If we look at their lineup coming into this one, so it is a little bit different than what we expected, okay? So Dybala is not starting according to this. So what I'm looking at right now has Salamakers, Dobik, and Sule as your front 3. And they're also going to be playing a 3-4-3. So from the backs, Villar, Mancini, Indica, and Angelino. You've got Selic, Cristante, Bisili, and Pellegrini across the midfield, making up that 4. Salamakers, Dobik, and Sule up top. So no Dybala from the start. Very, very interesting. I might have to check to see if some of the Roma accounts out there are actually posting that. That is, yeah, a little bit of a wild one, but I would feel better having to contend with without Dybala in there to start the game. I still think we are going to be controlling this game. I think even though my prediction is 2-0, I think it is going to be comfortable for Juventus. So let's see. Let's see what happens. And we got some comments coming in here about Roma made a big mistake sacking a legend like Mourinho. I think Roma is one of those sides that's just kind of maybe spinning their wheels in general. Even when it comes to some of the roster decisions, they're tight financially. They actually needed Dybala to take a move, but then again, you've got nothing really there as far as assets other than now the Sule you've brought in, but their roster is not very strong whatsoever. And I saw De Rossi come in last season, and it was like a jolt of energy, just kind of refreshing. But that faded pretty quick. And this season, they have not been able to pick it up. And it's going to come down to needing some help in recruits. De Rossi is going to be an interesting one to see how long he can make it there and last. We'll see. Skanga coming in here, confirming Dybala is on the bench to start this game. Advantage Juve. Advantage Juve. Let's hit them right out of the gate, get that lead, and it'll make life a lot easier because people anticipated Roma to come into this game and kind of sit back and wait to hit us on counters and wait to strike, and we're fine with that. We're fine with that. There's been a great balance with Juve controlling in the first couple games and being able to take advantage and still protect themselves defensively. So I'm okay with that if that wants to be their strategy into this game. So be interesting to see how it plays out. But big one, I'm hyped up. I know you're all hyped up. Can't wait for this one to start. We are about 13 minutes away from kickoff. And Alessandro Fantacalcio, how's everybody doing in our league? Oh, man, I'm struggling. I will have to dive into the transfers. Dusan captained in fantasy. There you go. Captained ahead of Roma. There you go. Matteo Sule, disaster class coming up. Hey, it has not been a disaster class in the opening couple games for Sule, but it has not been good. It hasn't been good. And to be fair to him, the squad in general, right? And as far as them making pickups, that is true. Kone was a solid pickup. That was a solid pickup for Roma. Baldanzi, they picked up through last year. Was it halfway through last year they picked up Baldanzi? I believe. So they've got some decent pickups. It's about integrating them and really ultimately getting them to play properly out there. I don't know. I can't see this being De Rossi's style or something he really wants, what they've seen in the first two games. He seemed a lot more brave when he first jumped in there, but maybe, just maybe, that's what it is. He's trying to balance things out, and it's scaled back a bit. I think, personally, at the back, they are not strong. And I think it all kind of stems from that. Their midfield's okay. With Kone, it will be better. But they're also banking on certain guys that are really, really streaky, in my personal opinion. Lorenzo Pellegrini fits that to a T. I like the player, but he is incredibly streaky player. Okay, when he's red hot, he's red hot. But it only lasts for a bit, and then you're wondering when is he going to get back to that. So yeah, there's some problems there. There's some problems there for Roma. But for us, man, it's looking good. Let's get the perfect 9 points going into this international break. So hopefully we could take care of business. And we're going to be debuting these bad boys, the third kit. So we're going to be rocking in style today, okay? Packed house at Allianz. And Colt Miners, Gonzalez, Conceição. We're going to see these guys as substitutes. I think you're going to see, I don't know if we see all three, but I would, if I had to guess, you're going to see two of those guys step into this game. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Chris Berto's Anto's beard real. That thing looks too perfect. I hate him for having such a great beard. Oh, man. No, it's actually not real. If that makes you feel better about it, Chris, it is not real. Okay? So, don't worry about it. Completely fake. Completely fake. He just straps that thing on, glues it on, tape for the shows. Not real. Not real. Matteo believes all three of those guys come on in this game, okay? Conceição, Gonzalez, and Colt Miners. Let's see. Let's see. Skanga says it's real. Oh, I love it. I love it. How far do you think Juve will go in the Champions League? Opa immediately saying at least round of 16. I believe we'll make round of 16. And from there, honestly, I think in mid-October, around then, we'll have a good gauge of just what kind of damage we can do. It's still very, very early. Let's go through the month of September. Let's see a little bit of October, and then we'll see. Another thing we're going to look at is, we talked about it right now, it's still honeymoon phase for everybody. You know, players, Malta. There's going to be some adversity at some moment, and it's going to be interesting to see the reaction. So, again, right now, early to tell. Very, very early to tell, but let's see what goes down and what happens. The feed has jumped into Allianz Stadium. The light show is fantastic. The crowd looks rocking. The Curva Sud is firing on all cylinders. I am pumped, everybody. I am pumped. 9 minutes to kick off. 9 minutes. Again, I'll flash up the graphic for your starting 11 for this game. Di Gregorio, Savona, Gatti, Bremer, Cabal, Locatelli, Fagioli, Cambiaso, Ildiz, Mbangula, and Vlahovic. And again, 2 wagers on the table. Merch on the line and a 24-25 home kit. We need Juve to score 3 and win. Score 3 and win. Let's go. Take a look at the locker room now. The feed's going to the locker room. All the lads getting ready, getting suited up. Locatelli, Cambiaso, Cope Miners right next to Cambiaso there. Conceição getting ready. Kalulu. Pinsolio. Just chilling. Just chilling. Good old Pinso. Yes, Opa, the stadium is sold out. It is a packed house tonight. It's going to be rocking too. It's going to be rocking. So Darmac saying, I'd say City would be the test of where we are in Champions League. Can't get many harder than that. Yeah, and one of the things I said about the whole Champions League draw in terms of the opponents, I love how the opponents are spread out. I think that's going to bode well for us long run. The matches earlier on versus the ones throughout, it's lined up very, very nicely. So I love it. And playing City in December, that'll be a great test at that juncture in the season. Opa's got a new GOAT. It's Pinso, now that Tichilio's gone. Forza Juve, Sule start. Yes, Sule starting. Dybala on the bench. Salamakers in there. And that's exactly it. Those first matches will help build momentum. So kicking things off with PSV at home is great. That away fixture, second up to Leipzig, is going to be very, very difficult. That's going to be a very, very tricky matchup. How many points do you guys see us getting out of those 8 games? Possible 24 points. We asked that question today on the live, getting ready for this game. I figure we're going to be somewhere around 16 points if I had to guess. I think around 16 points. A lot of praise from these announcers right now going Juve's way. The way the season has started, it is 2 games. And again, we've taken a step as we've spoken. Taken a step up based on how we were playing against the weaker sides in the league, respectively. Like Como, even Verona last season. We made tough work out of every opponent. So that's a step up. Now, with a side like Roma, again, we will measure. We will measure where we're at because Roma should be a step up to those. So let's see. We've got the team in the tunnel right now. Last few handshakes before they get ready to head out there. Both teams coming out to white training jackets. And that is confusing as heck because some of these guys were coming out here. And I'm like, who are these lads? So just the highlights there. You could see the third kit strip, the shorts, the socks. They're going to unveil those kits today. Mota and Salamakers hanging out, having a quick word before the game. Obviously, they had a great season together last season, but now Mota joins the good guys. Opa's going 24 for 24 in Champions League. My God, from your words here to the football gods. Make it happen. Skanga says 14 points, 4 wins, 2 draws. Woo. Juve Cornercast, 20 points. Wow. That would be unreal. Honestly, yeah. You're up in that range. Incredible. That would be incredible. Andiamo. Let's go. Cristante. Has Roma given him the 10? They were going to strip Dybala of the 10, give it to Cristante. Oh, my God. That guy gives hope to everybody aspiring to be a footballer. All right, that's all I could say about Cristante. 14 points, MK says, out of Champions League. All right. Suarez, 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. All right. All right. Cugino Eddie coming in with a prediction today. 4-1 Yildiz brace. I am down. I am down. Oh, yeah. Much love from South Africa. Hey, man. Yeah, we live. What's up, AJC Army? Excited for the match. We're all pumped for this one, brother. Happy to see you in here. Everybody that's in here, if you could take a second, drop a like. That's fantastic. Cristante 10. Oh, man. Look at that. Good omen. Good omen here. With Skanga and Suarez agreeing. We got Reno in here too. Buonasera. Buonasera. Let's get ready for this one. I am fired up. Fired up, lads. Let's go. Get these handshakes out of the way. Take the photographs. Let's rock. Renato, we go unbeatable this season. To the football gods. Miko. To the football gods. Now let's fucking go. Come on. Let's go. Mancini red. Oh. Inject it to the veins. Inject it to the veins. You know I've just got one of those days lined up for Mancini, eh? You know it's just lined up for him. Mancini. Can't stand that guy. Why no Dybala? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you what the thought process is there. Easily their most dangerous player in the attack, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's go for the perfect 9 points heading into the break. Everybody, let's go. Look at the VAR center. Hopefully we don't need them for anything. I hate Mancini. Oh, yeah. Mancini is a mutt. A toilet, if you will. Cristante, Pisili. Oh, they are going to go 4-2-3-1 according to this graphic. So Sule and Salamakers behind Dolbek with Pellegrini, and then Cristante and Pisili as your 2 pivots. Mancini and Dika, your center backs. Angelino on the left, Selic on the right. Zvilar in goal. Another moment of silence for Sven-Göran Eriksson. Look at these kits. Woo! Woo! Berto, do you believe we see 3 signings getting some game time today? I said 2 out of the 3. I think 2 out of the 3 get game time. And Matteo said that he believes all three will be going in there. What do you think, Forza Juve? Do you think we see all three? I think 2 out of the 3. There we go. The silence is over for Sven-Goran Eriksson. Of course, rest in peace. Look at the old school logo on that screen at the top of Allianz Stadium. Looks beautiful. These kits are fantastic. We're going to look amazing today, and hopefully we look amazing in terms of performance and wrap this game up. Take those 9 points into the break and give the league that big day from the top. There's Dybala on the bench right now. Could stay there. Let's make them pay. Showtime. Showtime, baby. That's right. And we got kickoff, baby. Forza Juventus. We start with the ball. Gatti over to Bremer. Scans. Feints to his left. Feints to his right. Now tucks it into Fagioli with a little pop to Gatti on the right. Savona drops back, but he's going to play it back for Di Gregorio. A little bit of pressure from Pellegrini. Fagioli now on it to Gatti. Gatti can't handle it. Salamaker's all over him on that one. Great challenge from Gatti. Picks it up. Inside to Cambiaso. Now to Fagioli. He's going to switch the field up looking for Imbangula, but yeah, that's errant. 30, that opening couple minutes, always cagey, especially in big showdowns and big games. Indica now on the for Roma, carrying it forward. Angelino to his left will play it to him. Pressure coming from Vlahovic. He's going to run this one down as the ball goes back to Svilar. Now back to Angelino on the left flank. Feints away from Cambiaso, all the way back to Svilar. Vlahovic applying pressure. Juve's pressing forward. Imbangula now, but he doesn't have support behind him. So Roma does have a lane to come out, and we do have a lot of space in the midfield here. Here's Pellegrini. Has Salamakers to his left. We'll drop it off for him. Salamakers now being watched by Fagioli. And Cambiaso has come over. Little play inside to Pellegrini, and Fagioli fouls him. This is a ball in a good spot. Early yellow for Fagioli too. Ref wasted no time there. Minute and a half in, we got Fagioli on a yellow. Wow. Wow. Not what you want to see. And oh yeah, stepped in late, right on top of the foot with the studs. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. I think the lobbying is because they would have liked at least a warning, being that it's this early and it's first foul, but ref goes straight yellow immediately. Pellegrini is going to stand over this one. This isn't a good spot. They could create some problems here. The ball's in. It's going to the back post. Headed back into the mixer and then cleared out. It's going to be a Roma throw deep in. Sule heads over to take it. Man, these Roma kits are terrible. What are these? Man, just cagey start. Ball bobbling around in our area. We finally just hammer it from Bremer. But there is a handball called way back in our territory. We will pick it up and kick things off with another free kick. Just inside the goal line. And here we go. Gatti carries it forward. We can regroup now. Bremer on it. Locatelli to his left. Plays it to him. And Juve scanning. We're anticipating Juve to have the majority in possession and Roma to try and hit back on counters. Savona now on it. Back to Cambiaso. Slots it over for Locatelli. Locatelli over to Imbangula. Quickly closed down. And you could see in this setup, with their 4-2-3-1, Roma just wants to eliminate the flanks and not allow us to get 1v1s out there. Here's a ball played forward. We just can't settle it. That was Yildiz. Now Roma trying to get out Angelino back to Indica, and Roma's going to take their shape again in possession. Over to Mancini. Now to the outside. Back to Mancini. Over to Pellegrini. Oh, awful pass there to Angelino. He can't settle it. And now Juve with the throw in deep in Roma's territory. See if we can make them pay. Come on. Let's go, lads. Throwing in for Cambiaso, trying to take on Angelino. Oh, ends up falling, leaving the ball there. Angelino can carry it forward. Plays it inside. Salamakers working deep. And another errant pass. They're just suing Angelino at the back there with the passes to him, and I'm here for it. Let's go. We regroup again, deep in Roma's territory. Savona. Man, is it just me, or does Savona look like MGK? It's all I see when I look at this kid. He looks like MGK to me. Cabal and Bremer with a couple exchanges. Now over to Gatti. Locatelli in for Fagioli. Nice ball forward for Cambiaso. Plays it out over for Savona. A cross blocked. Ooh, right in the junk from Angelino. Deal with that. Rough start. Rough start for Angelino there. Yildiz is going to head over. He's going to take this corner kick for Juve. Strike here. Let's go. Inside 10 minutes for the first one. Let's see. Ref's got to have some words first. Directed at Imbangula and Angelino. And now Yildiz can take this corner. Ball comes in. Oh, just misses Cabal as he makes a great run in here. Imbangula. He does recover, but there's a whistle there for a foul. Man, Cabal came in there. Ready to smash that thing. Oh, just couldn't get in there. So Roma will restart things. We're at the 7-minute mark, everybody. Angelino now forward for Salamakers. Back to Indica. Next to nothing for pressure on Indica. Play it over for Angelino. Cambiaso comes in. Pellegrini trying to split and get around Fagioli. Well worked by Fagioli. Now plays it out to Cambiaso. To Fagioli. Back to Savona. Over to Di Gregorio. He's going to pop this one forward. Trying to find Vlahovic. Oh, that's a great attempt at a little flick for Yildiz there. Great awareness from Vlahovic. Just couldn't get it there as it was cut out. I appreciate that effort, though. I appreciate that vision, seeing that he could have been off to the races. Salamakers and Angelino on the left flank working it for Roma. Now to Indica. 8-minute mark, 0-0. Mancini, that plug. Up ahead here, Sule. Cristante goes over for Angelino. Cambiaso's going to apply a little bit of pressure here. Now back over. And Roma working it around again. Just outside the perimeter. Juve's done a great job with every team they played at just not giving them good looks and keeping them to the outside. Salamakers with a quick pass in, trying to get it through. Vlahovic is off to the races. Can't get that ball to come out of his feet. And Cristante there hacking away. And we get a free kick. That's in a good spot. Oh, they're actually calling it at the spot of the first foul. So it's back. But I say take the second foul. If you give advantage, you take the next on foul that's in a better position. Look at this. Arms around the waist. Clinch and grab, and Cristante is just a plug, you guys. Oh my god, he's just awful. He is just a plug. Oh my god, it would. This is long range, okay? We're talking in the 30 yard vicinity here, maybe a little bit more. So this would be one hell of a feat if he bags this one, Vlahovic from here. But it is central, so as a keep, like, he could go to either side here. And here comes hit. Ah, off the wall. Yildiz taps it back for Cabal. Cabal's going to launch this one back into the mixer. Headed back again. Gatti battling with Dobic, but he's going to get called for the foul there on holding up the man. Yeah, Vlahovic. Didn't get it right. Didn't get it right there, Dusan. So free kick here. Roma, just inside our half. We're at 10 minutes, 30 seconds in here. 0-0. So they've worked it out now to the right flank. Sule beats in Bangula, crosses in, but Cambiaso heads it out. And now Angelino on it. He's going to look for a cross. He does. We can hit this on the one time. And Juve lucky that that one was flashed at, but no contact. Oh, Vlahovic does well. Does well to pull away with this one. We've got numbers. In Bangula. Oh, that's a bad cross. Gives them the opportunity to cut it out. And then Selic now just clears it. Locatelli trying to settle there. Bremer has to come in. That's a handball. Jesus. Made a mess of a routine collection. Come on, lads. Imbangula. Didn't get that one right. Didn't get that one right at all. And we had numbers moving forward. A little too slow. And then not a quality delivery. He did have numbers at the back post, so it was a good look from him. And he opted to not take it with his left to cut back to his right, and he still put in an absolute muffin. Sule on it again for Roma. Drops this one off. They go inside. Basili to Mancini. Now to Cristante. To Angelino. To Cristante. He's got a lot of space forward. Oh, this is a good spot. Touch from Bremer there on that shot, and that drifts it wide of Di Gregorio's goal. That would have been a difficult save to make. So Roma's mids are finding a little bit too much space for my liking. So something's not right in terms of the marking on our end. Because that's a couple times now, a little bit too much space there for my liking. This is going to be a corner kick for Roma. Pellegrini set to take. Outswinger coming up here. Here we go. Ball's delivered. Headed out. One-time hit there from Salamakers, handled by Di Gregorio, and he immediately lunges into this throw to try and spring. Vlahovic, he can't get there to keep it in play. Vlahovic frustrated there, not happy. Di Gregorio got his hand up saying he missed it. Take it easy. Take it easy, lads. We don't need to get too fired up. It's very, very early. Closing in on 14 minutes. Indica and Mancini. Couple exchanges. Sule to Mancini. Over to Indica. Angelino to Indica. Inside for Cristante. Right at the halfway line scanning. Over to his right now for Mancini. He looks up the right flank. Plays it in. Now this one goes deep. But is it going to be kept in? No, it's out. And it's going to be a goal kick. Dybala, Paredes on the bench. They're asking the commentators if they're surprised Dybala's on the bench. Immediately, the one replies, yeah. Easily their best threat going forward. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Fagioli back to Savona. Inside for Locatelli. The player Pisilli all over him. And very tight quarters to Pellegrini, but he handles it. Plays it back for Gatti. Gatti over to Savona. Over to Fagioli. Left-footed, popping this one over for Vlahovic. It actually goes behind him. We can apply a little bit of pressure. See if we can win this one. That's a foul on Locatelli there. We'll be able to get things going. Cambiaso starts it up very quickly to Gatti. We're going to swing it around to the left side. Bremer's on it. Over to Gatti. Fagioli calls him off. Now plays it back to Bremer. Over to Cabal. Up ahead for Mbangula. Cuts his man. Tries to make a run there. Too much. The touch took it away and he lost it. Roma trying to make a move forward here. Here's Sule. Here's a hit, and that's always over Di Gregorio's goal. And Di Gregorio had a good read on that one. Yeah, it is a slow start for sure, Vincenzo. Slow start indeed. But I agree with you. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. And we're still controlling. It's a 59% possession actually in favor of Roma, surprisingly. 41% possession for Juve. 2 total attempts for Juve. 3 for Roma. Definitely doesn't feel like they've had close to 60% possession. Here's a long ball. Oh, Ilda's doing everything to try and keep that. Gelino set to take the throw in for Roma. Locatelli on it to Fagioli, back to Gatti, again over to Locatelli. Very quiet as far as movement here. Locatelli flipping this one almost seemed haphazardly to not really even know what the intention was there. Now Roma trying to switch this one out. They find Salamakers. Him and Pellegrini with a quick exchange. Pellegrini with an overlap, but Salamakers forced back to Angelino, and now to Cristante, that plug. Inside, Pisilli. Over to the outside. And they're scanning. Cut inside. Here's Sule. Being watched by 3 players. Dishes outside. Here's a cross coming in. And Di Gregorio easily handles that one. Bremer on it. We're at 18 minutes, 35 seconds. 0-0. Bad feeling here. Bad feeling here. Something is not okay tonight. I think it's very, very, very early on. We've started all the games actually like that, so I think we'll get it rolling. Just need the guys to start moving a bit more. It's been a little rigid. And I don't know if it's like that by design tonight, but tonight feels very, very rigid. And guys that usually play with a lot of freedom are kind of set a little bit differently tonight. Slide it away. Yildiz inside to Cambiaso. And he does earn the foul. But it seemed like it was a scenario where he's really got to feel the sense of urgency there from Cambiaso. Juve in possession again. 20-minute mark is hit. It's 0-0. Locatelli. Out to Gatti. Savona has really kept back a lot this game too, and that plays into the attack as well. When he's up bombing and we bomb into that position, forming the three-man back line, it makes a big difference going forward. But we've kept it pretty flat and 4 at the back so far. Bremer over to Savona. Now outside to Cambiaso. Nice ball in for Yildiz. This is on the ground. Into Vlahovic. Cambiaso tried to have it back. It's a little too cute. It's a little too cute, lads. Turn fire. A little bit more decisive. That's better, though. That's better. We got a corner kick here. Do we see it here? 21 minutes, 12 seconds. Bag the first on a corner. I called a set-piece goal. Let's see what happens. Yildiz. Ball's delivered. Headed to the back post. Headed out now by Salamakers. Fagioli's going to recover. He goes to the back. Locatelli's there waiting. Now over to Savona on the right. He's going to scan. He has Yildiz. Yildiz has space to take it at his man. He's going to start dribbling in. Get there deep. Running at Pellegrini. Got to like that matchup. He just can't get the ball out of his feet. Cambiaso comes in to clean it up. Get it to your left foot. Have a cross in. Drops it for Savona. Here's a cross that's low and hard, though. Easily cleared. Bremer doing battle with Dolbik there. Dolbik does get to it, but only as far as Locatelli. And now we recover again. Locatelli to Gatti. Gatti, quarterbacking. Good God. And there it is. Awful, awful pass. Trying to switch field there. But Roma couldn't hang on to it. Now Locatelli's on it. Now we got Yildiz on it. Moves it over to Savona. He's going to push ahead. Back for Yildiz. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Terrible ball. Still really messy with passing. Really, really messing with passing. Got to clean that up, guys. The good news is Roma has not looked threatening at all. They've not looked threatening at all. They haven't really done anything. There was one instance. We got to get her going, though. Got to get her going here. Come on. Where do we sit for possession so far? It's 51% Juve, 49% Roma. Still, 4 total attempts for Roma to 2 for Juventus. Nicely won back by Cambiaso. Inside to Fagioli, who is on an early yellow card in this game. Savona now. He's fouled there. And Locatelli gets fouled. Bisili there. Ref should definitely be having words there with 2 immediately. One after another, but doesn't. Locatelli over to Bremer. Yeah, you know what, guys? The movement's just not there today. very much standing still right now. They got to pick up their legs and get going. Very, very stagnant. Locatelli over to Gatti. To Bremer. Over to Locatelli. He's being pressured now by Pellegrini. Here comes Salamakers pressuring Savona. Couple feints inside. Fagioli just launches this one. Vlahovic nowhere near trying to make a run onto that one or apply any pressure, so Roma could just regroup through Svilar onto Mancini, now onto Cristante. Back over to Mancini. Sule to Mancini. Over to Cristante. Sule. They go all the way back. They end up at Mancini, Gante, and Dica. This one's going to go to Angelino. Quickly pressed by Cambiaso. Savona helps with Salamakers. Oh, and Cambiaso stripped. Gatti commits. Good challenge there from Gatti. Absolutely had to. And we're going to get a cooling break here, everybody. "25 minutes, 52 seconds, 0-0. What do we think, everybody? What do we think about this one so far? Very, very slow. Not much intensity to this one, which is actually kind of surprising. Look at Thuram, Adzic. Watch it from the stands there, as they're still out. As is Wea, as is Milik. Not much in this game right now, though. Dell's saying that Roma's bringing more intensity than Juve at the moment. Midfield, it's as if we're a man down. No intensity. Game so far is dreadful and not feeling it. Wing of Winter saying it feels like Motta is luring Roma to open up. The clock doesn't stop at cooling breaks. Alex, we're good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I was like, what happened? I thought my clock wasn't running. I was like, did I stop it somewhere? Or did I never start it? That's hilarious. Fagioli scared because of the yellow. Yeah, you know, he's gonna have to take it easy. You got it so early. And we gotta learn how Motta's gonna act with these guys when that kind of happens. So I'm kind of curious. Maybe right out of the gate in the second half, do we see Colt Miners jump into this game? Maybe earlier than Motta would have decided otherwise? Let's see. Pellegrini has the corner in, punched out by Di Gregorio. Lovely attack there from Digre. Mancini, Indica, couple exchanges there. Angelino over to Indica's left. He'll now collect. Pellegrini has drifted to the left. He collects now. Little one-touch pass in for Dobrick. Dobrick, Pellegrini. Quick pass in to Salamakers. Over to Cristante. So what they're doing is they're splitting our pivots apart and then trying to make a run into that space. It's actually very smart from Roma. Sule with a run down that right flank for Roma. However, he can't keep it in play. It's going to go out for a goal kick. I can understand how Roma's working that, but for us, we got to figure out how we're going to hurt them on the ball. It's got to start with getting the legs going. Here's Gatti over to Savona. Plays it up for Gatti, but Gatti had stopped the run. These guys don't look like they have their legs or their wits about them tonight. Not very sharp at all. Not at all for the opening half hour. And we are right there, 30 minutes in. 0-0. Roma in possession now. Just knocking it between the center backs there. Mancini and Indica. Mancini stepping up into a pocket there. Making a run in. Locatelli steps into and plays this one right back on goal for Di Gregorio. Gotta win a ball here. Gotta win a ball here. Mbangula doing battle. Trying to come away with this one. Does earn. Throw for Juventus. De Rossi with the get up there for this game. Just looking like a high school phys ed teacher. Jesus, we just sewer Locatelli on that pass there. Oh, Vlahovic has to meg somebody to find Yildiz. Over to Cambiaso. And again, trying to thread that needle. Too cute. That looked like it was out for a corner. Gatti comes in, takes one to the chops. Oh my God, and we just can't make a 4-foot pass right next to us. It's way too cute in the final third. Way too cute. Overboard. Dial it back. Get the legs moving. Work. You get a line of sight on goal. Let's have some rips here. Enough's enough. Bremer. Over to Cabal. Locatelli now launching this one. Indica heads it out. Cambiaso, way too much distance between him, Yildiz, and Vlahovic. But he is applying pressure to Angelino here, who can only go route one. Gatti chests it down, keeps it in play. Moving up that sideline, eats a foul. Good hard work there from Gatti. Mbangula. Back over to Fagioli. Over to Gatti. Now to Bremer. Bremer. We got Cabal. Bremer to Gatti. Locatelli back to Gatti. Over to Savona. Savona. Up to Cambiaso. We're at the back with the ball again, Gatti. Yeah, we got to get some signs of life here. The mids are not moving very well. Not creating a lot of options there. Even Yildiz hasn't moved around or been an option as much as he has in the previous games. And Yildiz is also hanging out to the right a lot. As now Cambiaso is slotted into where the 10 spot sits. And he's applying pressure to Indica here. Juve's in their defensive shell right now. Pellegrini slots it forward. Juve wins the ball back. Locatelli now up ahead for Mbangula, and we just can't run away with the ball here. He ends up getting stripped. I don't know. They just look really flat tonight. Really, really flat tonight. And luckily for us, Roma just seems to be matching us. Because Juve looks very, very flat. Watching this half, it's as if we trained all day leading up to this game. Ciao, ciao. Alberto, love from Dubai. I hope we beat Roma. I believe we will score goals in the second half. I hope so. Hopefully. Hopefully you were right, my friend. Cross coming in. Gatti's going to shield it. Watch it out. The far side. Inside to Cambiaso. Oh, yeah. Stalled for Yildiz. Yildiz now up ahead for Vlahovic. He passes him. Vlahovic does at least save a throw-in, but my God, are we so inaccurate with passing in key critical moments tonight. They got to dial it in. It's very, very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Locatelli into Fagioli. And again, no, but look at who wants this ball? Let's go, you guys. Move. Cabal. Back for Locatelli. Zero options going forward there. Back to Bremer. Gatti to his right. Locatelli to his left. Locatelli scanning. Very slow game. Into Fagioli. Now outside. Mbangula. Over to Locatelli. Into Cabal. Back to Locatelli. Inside for Fagioli. Now outside to Mbangula. Cabal thinking about making a deep run. Calls it back. Locatelli now with a switch all the way to the right side for Gatti. Bremer now. Being pushed back, and we go all the way back to Di Gregorio. And he's trying to find Vlahovic. Chests it down. Yildiz goes in there trying to win it as well. Ball played forward. Locatelli recovers. Plays it forward for Cabal. Has Mbangula ahead of him. Has Yildiz just inside. Goes back for Locatelli, who shows up. Fagioli to his right. Over to Fagioli. Over to Savona. Inside for Locatelli. Oh my God, I don't even know what we're attempting there. This is great work to win it there. Oh my God, Cambiaso, like just what? We just cannot dribble the ball tonight. Can't get that ball. Here we go. Savona down the right flank. He's going to have a cross in. Yeah, you know what? Just start having it in the mixer if this is how our touch is going to go. If we can't dribble, we got to get it going here. All right, we got Yildiz set to take this corner. Come on, Juve. Let's bag here. Let's get Bremer's big dome on it. Come on. All the way to the back post out and now cleared by Roma. Just not a sniff of a goal this half. Not a sniff of one. Savona just back to Di Gregorio. Roma hanging back in their defensive shell right now. Locatelli looking out wide for Yildiz. He settles it. Pops it all the way back to Locatelli. Now over to Bremer. Cabal has moved all the way forward very close to Vlahovic. Here's Cambiaso. Fagioli scanning. Drops it back for Gatti. Gatti inside for Yildiz. Now outside to Fagioli. Now played in. Cambiaso just can't settle a ball to save our lives. Roma trying to hit us on a quick counter. Long ball for us. Salamakers was well beyond him. Easily recovered. And now we can be on the run here with Yildiz. Nice through ball. It's Cambiaso. Just can't get that ball through Indica. Oh, come on. Chew things up over there. I think early in the second half we see a change. If I had to guess, you're going to see probably Gonzalez come in, I think. Moving across the middle here. Yeah, I see the comments here about, you know, Cambiaso and just being on one today. It's just not falling for him. Yildiz has been on the right a lot so far, but he has dropped back probably to get on the ball. Now he seems to be back into the left and back into that 10 spot. Mbangula wins this one. It's to Luca. He just plays it back calmly to Bremer. We're closing in on the 41st minute, okay? Another 4 minutes, and then we're going to have extra time. A little bit of added time. Bremer. He's taking his sweet time. Into Locatelli. Into Fagioli. Out to Cabal. Nice dummy there from Yildiz. Little one touch. Back to Yildiz. Quick to cross. Vlahovic has a touch towards goal. Zvilar gets mitts to it. It goes out for a corner kick. If Vlahovic could have just put a little more heat on it, maybe, just maybe, we catch this Zvilar there. But that's lovely play out on that flank between Mbangula and Yildiz. And Yildiz with a quick cross into Vlahovic. Corner kick here. Cambiaso set to take it. He's left-footed, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Come on, see if we can do this. Corner doesn't get by the first man. It's going to go out. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's get a goal here. Gatti. Inside for Yildiz. Being pushed back. And he gets called for a handball. Soleil now. Out to the right flank. Bisili to Cristante. Over to Angelino. Has Salamakers directly in front of him. Back to Cristante. Mancini. Sule. Cabal and Mbangula watching him. Forcing the ball out. Great pressure from Cabal. Angelino's got some space on the left flank. Bad pass into Salamakers and Gatti trying to turn the corner there. And takes a foul there. He's going to draw yellow on Angelino. Great work again from Gatti. Driving the ball when he gets the opportunities. We need a little more of that fight across the lineup and we'll get over this one. Oh man, Vlahovic didn't even connect like whatsoever on that thing. Like end up going off his thigh towards goal. Locatelli trying to get this ball ahead. Man, Cabal and Mancini doing battle. We got 2 minutes. Stoppage. Let me pause this ticker. This is the first half for those who suffer from insomnia. I'll tell you that. Angelino popped this one ahead for Salamakers. Challenge coming from the back there on Pellegrini from Fagioli. It's out. It's going to be Roma throw-in. Closing in on the 46th minute. We're going to have one more minute of stoppage before we get to the second half. Dobbik, Salamakers inside to Dobbik's feet. Shot blocked as we were all directly in front of him. Now outside to Angelino. Here comes a cross. Oh. Basili almost getting to that one. Played out. Imbangula just takes a swat at it. Roma keeps it in. Cristante with the cross in. That's headed out by Bremer. Cabal now heads it out again. Cristante there. And then Cabal. Looking for a foul there, nothing doing. Locatelli flicks this one on to Cambiaso, and Cambiaso splits Imbangula and Vlahovic, and Roma just easily recollects on the throw-in here. Cambiaso is really, really struggling today out there. Soleil taking us on, right foot across, gets it all wrong. Awful cross. And they're going to shut it down for halftime, everybody. Whew. And thank God, because we almost were all passing out, okay? That was a painful half of football. Really, 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 really poor half of football. No drive. No determination. Poor energy. Poor sense of urgency. Definitely nowhere near sharp enough in terms of passing. It looks really, really just really bland out there. Really, really bland. The legs aren't with us. There's a lot of things missing for Juve in this first half. We got to turn it around. I expect some changes to be made probably immediately. And I think you got to sort out what you're doing up on that right wing. Cambiaso is not up to it today. Struggling a lot, and you've got Gonzalez, who's had the most time out of those three new added guys. I would play him. Conceição, I wouldn't even mind playing him. However, I don't know, Malta might want to be a little bit more comfortable, and he might be a little more reserved until these guys have been in around the others long enough. But man, you need an injection, some type of sign of life into this lineup for the second half. I would not keep it the same. All right. Now, we get to ratings and whatnot. We'll get to the stats first. 51% possession for Juventus, 49% for Roma, 3 total attempts for Juve, 5 total attempts for Roma, okay? And 1 shot on target for each club. No big chances created for either side. If we're talking about passing or... yeah, accurate passes, 223 for Juve, 217 for Roma. In terms of long balls, 50% for Juve, 88% for Roma. Crosses were 3 for 10 Roma's 2 for 9. It's pretty sloppy game. Ratings, Di Gregorio 6.8 at halftime. Yeah, he's been called upon a couple times to at least get involved and look big in the area, and he's done so. A little bit of a miscue on that last cross, but that's okay. 6.5. Savona at 6.7. Gatti at 7. Bremer at 7.1. And Cabal at 7. Yeah, Gatti and Bremer on 7s. Cabal maybe close to it as well. Savona not really doing a whole bunch. Keeping it very low-key today. So maybe 6.5 there. Locatelli 6.7. Fagioli 6.4. To be honest, there's not a whole lot of movement there for either one of these guys. If Fagioli's on the ball, Locatelli's not really looking to get forward or break the lines, and Fagioli's not moving around a lot. It's very, very quiet there. And the argument was put in earlier on from Eric Asernio Gibbs there. Maybe this is the game to go with one true deep line midfielder and go with your two mid-salas and almost switch to that 4-1-4-1 that Mota really, really likes. Cambiaso's at a 6.7. I've got him at an even 6. He didn't go up anything, but he definitely didn't go down because he's still his work rate's still great. Yildiz at 6.8, 6.5. Imbangula 6.5, sure. Vlahovic 6.7. I'll say 6.5. It's got to be better. It's got to be better all around. The entire team as a whole, very, very flat for that half. Very, very flat. So, let's see. We'll see, Luis. Vincenzo G says. Fagioli out. Luis in. Yeah, he's on a yellow. He got a yellow like minutes into this game too. So, naturally, it makes sense. Is that one of the changes? But I think we should do something up top with Cambiaso, personally. But we'll see. We'll see. Man, we're making life way too easy for Roma. Half this battle is energy and just getting the guys getting their legs moving. Cope coming in from Adam. Yeah, I'd love that. Imagine. Show up, first game at home. Come in, make a cameo, find a contribution. Be fantastic. Yeah, it's we got to do much better here. Paulo, great seeing you in here, my friend. Not much room in the middle and little down the wings. This Roma D needs testing on some deeper balls. Why not? Yeah, and I mean, you've got about 3 or 4 sequences that entire half where we did actually get deep and we had some good opportunities. They were almost all at the feet of Cambiaso. So while we're, ragging on him because that end product is there, he is doing good to get himself in those positions. So whoever would be the sub or coming in has to do the same and find himself getting into those link-ups and setups and those scenarios. But we just need the end product to be there. But passing from the entire team has been brutal. Like, all of their passing has been brutal. The corner kicks, only one of them gave our players a shot at getting onto it. That's brutal. Swarit saying Fagioli is not the real deal, in my opinion. Woo! It's big matzo ball to put out there right now. It's gridlocked. Fagioli and Yildiz can be subbed. Savona out. Cambiaso to right back and Gonzalez in. That's actually how I thought we would start the game, to be honest. Would have been fine with it. I'm fine with that as the substitution that you want to make in this game right now. But Savona has been clean at the back too. And when a guy's kind of on a little bit of a rough game, you start to question all aspects of the game. So with Cambiaso, he's on a rough one today. Luis and Coop have to be the starters. Oh, I believe they will. I believe those guys will lock down in the midfield, and then really it'll be one position battle. But I can't see Luis and Cope not locking things down in the middle of the park. They're both such quality players. Quality guys. Yeah, I'm kind of with you here, Alex. Like Nico and Cope with the Serie A experience, Gonzalez has been there already for enough time to rock with our boys. So, yeah, like I don't know, I'd have no problem. I'd have no problem, and you need something. Something has to change. You got way too many guys in this game right now that just are a day late and a buck short in terms of energy and fight and give a shits, unfortunately. And that's why I think we're seeing such an ugly first half of football. And like I said, though, the good news is Roma's matching us. So, hey, we'll take that, right? But second half, let's dial it up. Let's crank it up, and let's just take this one home. No more effing around here. Come on. Oh, that's nice, eh? Maybe it's a little tribute to Max. Maybe it's a little tribute to Max. What can we do if we can't crack some jokes here and there? Cope for Cambiaso. Sliding out Yildiz to a wing. Let Imbangula continue on his wing. Yeah, fine with that. I'm fine with that too. I'm fine with whatever we decide. Cambiaso going back to right back, taking Savona out, or just taking Cambiaso out outright. I'm fine with it. I think, yeah, out of all the guys we're looking at, I would even be okay with a sub for Fagioli. So Fagioli, 36 touches, 88% pass accuracy, 30 out of 34. No key passes, no crosses, 1 for 4 on long ball accuracy. So, yeah, it's not been pretty there. 52 touches for Locatelli, 92% pass accuracy, 0 key passes, 0 crosses, 2 for 4 on long balls in there. So, a bit better passing stats, more touches, but really neither one of them really did anything that half. So, again, for probably the defensive aspect inside of things, I'd leave Locatelli in. And I would, look at bringing in maybe a Luis and then getting Cambiaso out and look at bringing in a Cope. And Nico Gonzalez, fine with Gonzalez coming in. We have a lot of options. That's a nice thing. I'm okay with a lot of the options he has at his disposal right now. We just got to do something, though. Cabal and Fagioli out. Move Cambiaso to left wing back. Bring in Nico and Luis. I don't know if I'm like in the minority on this, but I've always said I like Cambiaso much better on the right side. And I think he's twice the player on the right side as he is the left. I'd leave Cabal. That's just me personally. I'm personally not taking Cabal out of the game. What's the number? Is it a lucky number, Eric? Let's go. Let's go. Storm the Barn. We got Storm the Barns. Yeah, we never have to wait for Storm the Barns. We can just rock them whenever. Adam. The most handsome AJC member is... Come on, you know, that's up to you guys. That's up to you guys. All I could tell you is I know it sure as hell ain't Lucci. All right? Now... Adam and Swarit to AJC next stream. What? You want those guys on the next stream? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Hey, let's hold out on the Cocoa Melon, okay? Let's hold out on the Cocoa Melon. Yeah, I'm with you, Wing of Winter. No Cocoa Melon. Let's see if we can go as deep into the season as possible before even needing any of that. Savona is strong. We had no link up on the left. Fair. Fair point. Fair point. Vincenzo, is there going to be a playback this week? Yes. We're going to do a playback. I was going to do it tomorrow, but that won't happen. It's my wife and I's anniversary, all right? So wedding anniversary tomorrow. Going to take her out for a lovely evening, all right? And it's a long weekend here in Canada, so yeah, no work or anything. So we're going to sell you that. So Tuesday, look for the playback show to be on Tuesday. And again, reminder to everybody, it's call-in. All our playback shows are call-in. So you can literally join us on that stream at any moment. You just send in a request. You could come in, give your 2 cents, your comments. We got Cold Miners warming up, everybody. And it is sans penny without the pennies. Let's go. So yeah, like I said, you can just request, you could jump on and we'll have a lot of fun on the stream, and you can ask a question, give some comments, you can hang out for a little bit, but we encourage more people to kind of get involved because we want to hear from all of you on the shows. If you're comfortable with video, you can jump on. But the description to this video has the link to playback. Please join our AJC Extra Room there if you haven't already. We're going to have some fun there. Oh, here comes roast beef with what fake holiday. Look, real or fake, you know you take the day off, okay? So stop it. And it's Labor Day, all right? So stop it. All I know is I ain't going to work, all right? And probably a good thing. Because I don't know if everybody in the... it's been a rough go for me the past few days, okay? Thank you, everybody, by the way, for the well wishes on the anniversary. Thank you. Buy her the third Juve kit as a gift. She'll love it. Yeah, in a size large, just in case it doesn't fit her, right? So I have an extra. No, yeah, she's got to get a kit. I think she's only got one so far, so she's due. The kiddos have several, and shocker, they love the yellow one this year. Shocker. And many thanks, everybody, for the congrats. But it has been a rough couple days. On Thursday at my football match, I am quite certain I have most likely torn my ACL. And it was a stupid nothing 50-50 challenge, shoulder to shoulder. As I came out of it, go to take a corner and my knee completely went. So as soon as it planted, so I'll end up having to see a doctor this week and then get some scans done, but it ain't looking pretty, everybody. So been dealing with that for the past few days, and that has just sucked. Colt Miners debut, Conceição. Oh, baby. I have to see my doctor first, so we're going to set something up with the doctor this week, and then he's going to book an MRI for me. Yep, put me on the list. Now we got 2 knee guys on the pod. Something none of us needed. My God. Imbangula and Cabal are the players out. Cugino Eddie made the shout for Cabal going out. We got Conceição and Colt Miners in. So Cambiasso will drop back as a fullback. Colt Miners going to jump up there. And Conceição's going to jump up with Imbangula taking the bench. Oh my God, man. I am so excited to see this. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Let's go, everybody. Now it's time to cook. I like it. I like the no-nonsense. You got Conceição, even though he wasn't around long enough. You slot him in there. Let's go. Colt Miners in. Second half kickoff, everybody. We're going to let the ticker catch up before I fire it up. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Let's whoop Roma's ass. Come on. Get some positive changes in here. Ticker's back live. Let's go. Roma in possession to start things off here. Cole Miner's throwing a challenge in there. Not able to come away with the ball. Conceição coming back, helping defensively. And look at the wheels kicking in here, but gives up position to Pellegrini. Gets involved physically, though. Wins it. Cole Miner's now back to Bremer. Bremer's in tight here. Gets it cut out here. Soleil on his right foot, though. Always being pushed outside of the area. There you go. Great defending there. Nothing doing there for foul. Cambiasso has space to carry it out. Get that ball out of your feet, Cambiasso. Let's go. Jesus, man. He's acting like that thing's a bomb today. Come on. Could have spread that thing out earlier. Here's Cole Miner's on it. Easy quick pass out to the right side. Now we go back to Gatti. Inside for Locatelli. Up to Cole Miner's. Left foot across. Look at Vlahovic's way. I think he's going to get called offside here. He settles it. And it's up. Yeah. Figured he was offside there on that one. He's looking right away. I like it. Man, that is tight too. That is so tight. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Just get Conceição. Man, Conceição, I can barely see him on this screen. He is so small. Jesus. So, let's make some guesses. We're going to see a goal. What minute range are we going to see a goal? Come on, everybody. Let's pick up the vibes like we did last game. What minute range do we see Juve strike? Let's make the call here. Locatelli up. Oh, nice ball into Cope. Over to Vlahovic. Right-footed shot, and it's just an absolute muffin going wide off his bad right foot. So we got some shouts. 50 to 65. Well, that's a healthy range. Healthy range. 57th minute. Spot. Whew, very direct. 55th to 70th. I'm going to say right now, between 58 and 63. Okay? Between 58 and 63, it's 1-0 Juve. Roma, knocking this one about. Here comes the pressure. Yield is getting in there. Cambiasso, Bremer well forward, trying to win this one. He does take the foul there. Sule starting to get beat up for his troubles. We're okay with it. Chico, our new atomic ant. Yeah, in stature for sure. It's got the potential to be much more than what Giovinco was, too. Pellegrini lining up this free kick. Di Gregorio shouting his orders. This one's going back post there. All the way through. It's going to be a goal kick. Di Gregorio collects behind him. Quick play inside. Gatti to Bremer. Now over to Locatelli, back to Gatti. Light pressure. Out to Savona. Played forward. Conceição coming back in. He gets fouled. Angelino all over the back of Conceição there. Dybala starting to warm up. Bremer. Out to Yildiz. He's fouled there. It's tight. It's a tight one here. When we do get the ball advanced, they're all over us. It's hard to find space here. Cole Miner's Trying to make a little carry forward. Here's Conceição. Back to Gatti. Locatelli drops deep. Here's Cambiasso now centrally. That should actually help him. Gatti over to Conceição. Conceição moving in on Pellegrini. Foul there. Conceição's a tricky player, man. He's going to eat a lot of fouls the way he plays and he dribbles. Oh, yeah, stomped right on top of the foot there. Come on, let's go. El Shaarawy, Zalewski, Baldanzi, Dybala all warming up for Roma. We wait to see what De Rossi will change. Cope Miners standing over this one. Takes it short to Cambiasso. Now out to Yildiz. Feints a shot over to Cambiasso. Back out for Cope. And Conceição. He's looking to go immediately. Drops it out for Cope Miners. Inside to Conceição. Now over to Locatelli. Over to Fagioli. Conceição with a good challenge there on Angelino. Said that it touched him and wants the Juve throw, but actually Salamaker, excuse me. Quick throw in there for Roma. They've got it at the back here. Mancini. Over to Sule. Inside, working a 1-2. Sule's free. Oh, Gatti comes in, cleans it up. Oh, Vlahovic. Can't win that. Oh, we're free. Vlahovic. But he takes a cut inside. Takes a cut inside. Not the right... Oh, yeah, the pressure's there. Cambiasso's touch again. Oh, my God. This guy has not been able to dribble to save his life today. Nobody on the team has. Oh, my goodness. The pressure was there. We won it back. We were pushing back at them, and we just can't get this ball out of our feet. This is crazy. Anytime there's been a moment to try and hit them or strike, the execution and the decisions have been just so bad. Like, in that moment, Vlahovic, why are you cutting inside? Taking your own space away. Drive forward as much as you can. Let them scramble back, gain the field for us, and then look for your support to come in. Oh, Bremer, Jesus. It's looking a little questionable there. Cambiasso. Smart play by Yildiz to dummy there as the last touch was off a Roma player. So we'll be able to move the ball a little bit forward in our area and then get a throw in. Up this left flank, Cambiasso on it. Goes back to Bremer. Settles this down. Ooh. Jesus, says deal with it to Di Gregorio. Almost lose it there. Cope Miners, little ball in for Locatelli. Just couldn't get it over the defender. Looking for Conceição. Little sloppy there. There's Cope Miners. And we win it. Now Vlahovic. Oh my God. Just hit Conceição with the ball. Good God, you guys. What the hell am I watching? Move the ball. Okay, Conceição. Moving forward now. Oh my God, and that's a terrible ball forward for Savona. It's literally everybody here. Holy man. It's yeah. Backlogia, it's seriously, I don't even know. The passing's just shocking. The dribbling's terrible. Decisions. Cole Miner's trying to head this one forward for Yildiz. Gets flat-footed for a second. Goes back to Mancini. He'll play it back to Svilar. A little bit of pressure going there from Yildiz. But it's called back as Pellegrini is down at the half circle. Not a good look so far this game for Juve. Not a good one here. We're nowhere near the mark. Nowhere near the mark where we need to be. So what did I say? 58? 58 to 63. We got Douglas Luiz now warming up. Will he bring the magic we need? I don't care who it is anymore. Just let's get it going. Mancini. Cristante, long ball in here. Bremer cleans it up. Up ahead. Cambiaso trying to turn again. He's just being closed down by two guys. Plays it out, but just to Pesili. And now Cristante gets it. Back to Pesili. They're going to switch it out to the left side for Angelino. Playing this one up forward for Pellegrini. He shields everyone off. To Angelino. Back out to Pellegrini. Cristante dropping out to collect. Now over to Indica. Sule to Mancini. Oh, this is flipped in by Selic, but that's cleaned up by Gatti. Yildiz goes in to do battle to try and win that one. Locatelli comes in now. Cope finding Fagioli. Lovely touch from Fagioli. Sends Vlahovic too far. Would have been close for whether he's onside. That was almost a nice little piece of magic from Fagioli. We got McKennie warming up as well. Who's down there? Ooh. Oh, it's Luca. Took a shot to the side going up for that aerial. Drab affair, you guys. Drab affair. McKennie in, Cambiaso out, question mark? I'm regretting Cabal not being in there still. I don't think I'd play McKennie at the outside there. This one's going to go all the way. They go Route 1, Roma, but it goes to Di Gregorio. Fagioli picks it up here in the middle. He's got space to turn around. He's scanning. Finds Cope Miners. Cope Miners. Scanning. Now out to Locatelli. He's got Cambiaso ahead of him. Here's Cambiaso on it. To Locatelli. To Bremer. Scanning. Back out to Locatelli. We've got a decent amount of space starting to open up here. We just got to take advantage of it. Yildiz on it here on the left. Side to Cambiaso. Back to Bremer. Bremer now. Over to Savona. Out to Conceição. To Savona. Gatti. In for Cambiaso. Up ahead. Trying to switch this one out. Conceição chests it down. Offside from Vlahovic coming back into the play. Wow. Wow. Dybala set to come into this one. We couldn't take advantage of the minutes without him. They'll have a little bit more of a threat out there now. Zalewski's going to come in as well. So it's Zalewski and Dybala. Sule's going to be the one to come out. And Salamakers is also going to come out. So Salamakers and Sule out. Dybala and Zalewski in the match. Guys, we got 2 minutes remaining for my prediction of Juve scoring between 58th and 63rd minute. Come on. Chewing it up with these subs. Might be it for me. Might be it for me. Mancini's going to go all the way back for Svilar. Chested down by Bremer on the long ball, but Jesus, gets it all wrong on the follow through to try and find Yildiz on the wing. Just a shocking display of ball movement today, everybody. Just a shocking display of ball movement. This is really, really bad. Really bad. Bremer heads this one down centrally. Gatti's going to close it down. Out to Savona. He's going to go back for Di Gregorio. And this one's launched forward. Cole Miner's going to go up aerially. Do battle. Come back into the middle, but Vlahovic had too much space to try and recover to get there to challenge. Roma recovers. Indica and Mancini with a couple of quick exchanges. Mancini on it. Scanning. Goes back to Indica. He's going to open up and move to his left. Angelino. He's playing this one into the area for Dovbyk, being watched by Gatti. Zalewski out to Angelino. Over to Cristante. In for Dybala. That's a lovely challenge from Conceição. Even deals with the possession a little bit just to give us time. Beautiful. Gatti's on it now. Scanning. Over to Bremer. Now up forward for Fagioli. Come on, you guys. Pick it up. Let's get some life. Cambiaso. Over to Gatti. Move the ball with some purpose. Over to Savona. Inside for Locatelli. Cambiaso right there to his left. He's going to collect. Yildiz is there. Now you can carry forward. He's going to take Selic on. Inside. Oh, little cheeky back heel attempted from Fagioli for Yildiz. In the end, goes out. It's going to be goal kick for Roma. Little bit better, but let's get the ball up to these forwards quicker so they have time like that to turn around, be able to take guys on. Now we got Douglas Luiz, and we should see a little more bravery in the middle now. Been a little too safe. Let's go. Ramp it up. Celik to Dybala, and there's a foul from Bremer as he's way up the pitch. McKennie getting orders from Mota. So this is going to be interesting to see. I'm really curious on Weston. Cole Miners pressing with Vlahovic. Wanted Vlahovic to just put them under high. Yildiz now closing down on Mancini. Celik on it. It's going to go up the side for Dybala. And Bremer coming way up the pitch to be the one challenging Dybala. They just don't want Bremer or Dybala to turn whatsoever, and that's the right play, but it's dangerous if you're going to be dragging Bremer out that far. It's Locatelli that's coming out. McKennie's coming on. And then Fagioli, so both pivots change.
Now we're gonna see plenty of options by the way this year for the new Juventus manager.
66 minutes, 40 seconds. It's 0-0. And I can't say that the second half has been really any spark based on the first half. It's been the same. It has been very, very lame. Very, very lame. 48% possession for Juventus, 52 for Roma. 4 total attempts for Juve, 5 for Roma. Neither team creating a big chance in this game right now. Yildiz into McKennie. Good Lord. Good Lord. This is, yeah, exactly the same. Gatti plays this one back to Di Gregorio. And now he's going to splash it out to Bremer, who's all the way on the left side. Jesus, trying to trap this thing. Pisili all over him. He does well to earn the throw-in, but I don't want this guy out on a sideline. Not right in the center back role. And trying to catch pings. How on earth did we get into this shape right now? Where Bremer finds himself out here. Cole Miners drops it back for Douglas Luiz, who's going to carry it forward. Slots it over to Gatti. Now over to McKennie. To Yildiz. Bremer collects, plays it to Douglas Luiz. He's got space to carry it forward and scan. He's gonna. Now he dribbles it forward a little bit further. Dishes it out. Savon to Cambiaso. Cambiaso. Out to McKennie. Back for Bremer. Scanning. Into McKennie. Over to Yildiz. Good movement here. Cambiaso. Finding it out here for Savona. Feints it. Here's Conceição. Oh, Yildiz stops it. Oh, just trying to turn his man to get to the left foot. It's blocked. It's out. It's going to be a corner for Juve. That's better. Ask some questions. Throw the ball in there. Have a shot. Let's go. 69 minutes, ma scherziamo. Are we joking? Come on. Another cooling break. I'm going to take one myself. Man, we got to get... just got to get the danger guys on the ball way more. Way more. I don't understand why they're playing just so slow. Less horrid than before? Kinda. Yeah, let's go, Tuna. Come on. Rally up the troops. Let's go. Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's get this win here. Let's get the goal. Wing of Winter says not waiting any longer. It's in there. Go Miners, ready to take this corner. Wouldn't that be something? Debut assist off a set piece. I'll take it. Let's go as he lines this one up. Let's go, Cope. Cope delivers this one. It's going back post. Oh, Bremer couldn't direct that one in goal. Look at the speed of Conceição. He almost kept that one in. Kid is crazy fast. Crazy fast. Press them high here. Angelino just can't keep that one in play. It's going to go out. It's going to be Juventus throw. Savona's on this. Tell me he doesn't look like MGK. Tell me. Gatti. Over to Bremer. Now over to Cambiasso on the left. Space there ahead of him. Eats it inside to Luis. Back out for Cambiasso. Now out to Bremer. A little bit more movement now that we've got some subs going. Like you can start to see some new shapes form. And here's Conceição on it. Dribbling inside. Finding Luis. And he immediately moves it out to the left for McKennie. McKennie carries forward. Drops it off for Luis. Switches it out for Gatti. It's all Juve as far as possession goes now. But we just need to find some space and a little bit of a breakthrough. Played inside. Little 1-2. Conceição drops it in for Cope. Back inside. And McKennie plays it to the outside when you should just have a rip. Just have a rip. God, you're in the area. Cleared there. And we do see Kone has made his way into the game for Roma. Like, what on earth? Have a shot, you guys. Well, I'm not comparing him, Dels. I'm saying he looks like him. Which he does. Oh, Cope's through ball way too heavy there for Yildiz. But again, it's way late in the game for it to just pick up to this. But it has picked up in terms of movement, energy, how we're moving the ball, creating spaces. Like, that's better. It's just you can't wait till 70 minutes into a game to start doing that. Win that, boys. Win that, boys. Luis quickly finding Yildiz. He can run at the defense here. Finding Vlahovic. Oh, my God. He couldn't settle that. Conceição doing everything just to save it for a throw-in. But God, Vlahovic, come on, man. Trap that ball. Easy foul there on the back of Gatti, who continues to just work over Dobrik there. His check. See if we can make something of this set piece. Cope Miners and Louise over it. Played short. Cope. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, my God. Vlahovic doing everything to try and latch onto that one. That would have been a tough, tough ask. Would have been a tough, tough ask. If he connected with that one, I would have... If he connected on that one and scored, I would have just walked out of the room. That's just insanity. Come on, you guys. Put him under. There's McKennie winning the ball, trying to play it forward. The press is all over them with Vlahovic and Cope Miners. Excuse me, Yildiz and Cope Miners. Mota settles the ball. Bremer's on the throw. Keep it moving. Quick, let's go. Don't wait. They wait to switch so Cambiasso could take the throw rather than Bremer. Cambiasso on it now. Playing it back. Gregorio on it now. To Savona. Up for Conceição. Over to Cambiasso. Quickly played out for Bremer. Bremer's going to find Yildiz. Long ball forward for Vlahovic. He's going to do battle now with Indica, who just easily plays it out for a throw-in. Keep working, Dushan. Okay, don't hang your head. Let's go. Keep working. Cambiasso on it now. Gatti will have some space to carry forward with this one. To Savona. Back for Luis. Movement. When the movement slows down, we get nothing. Here's McKennie on it. Out to Yildiz. Drops it back out for Luis. Scanning. Out to Savona. Out to Conceição. Take your man on. Oh, yeah. Into the right. Oh. Cross deflected, does fall into the arms of Svilar. We're at 77 minutes, 42 seconds, 0-0. Oh, man. Inside McKennie trying to turn Kone. Oh, finds Cope. He could have turned. Oh, he was offside anyways. Yeah, Cope just couldn't get back into position. But man, would have wanted the turn to be the move there. Oh my God, Cristante cutting that one out. Here's Gatti doing well. Pulling the ball forward. Dribbling in, trying to find Vlahovic, who loses it. Why didn't we just play the easy one there, Gatti? Distribute it. I don't need you to go coast to coast. You beat one guy, two guys, then find the guy we want on the ball. Louise, nice ball forward for McKennie. Cope Miners. Conceição. Out to Cope Miners. For Savona. Over to Louise. Bremer has to step up. Roma in a complete shell at the back. Completely locking down. Just trying to clamp down. It's going to be difficult to break. Comes a point, guys. You're just going to have to start having the ball in. Here's Cope Miners on it. Out to Conceição. He's going to take on Angelino. Oh, and that's a nice cross. Yildiz. Just couldn't settle there. We do recover. Cope again out to Conceição. Going to take on his man again. Oh, that's a foul. Oh, he draws it in. Take the first foul, ref. Oh my God, how's that not a foul? Just done him twice. Cambiaso. Back to Luis. Scanning. Over to Bremer. Guys, 80 minutes left. You got to pick up the urgency. Are you going to start throwing it in the mixer? You got to start doing it a bunch. McKennie to Luis. Turns his man. Up forward for Yildiz. Quick little one touch. Here's Luis. Cutting in. Got to move the ball, man. Look at the feet. That's ridiculous. Out to Savona. To Cope Miners. Cope Miners to the back post. Oh, too far for McKennie. Jesus. Yeah, Douglas's his feet there were just ridiculous. That was just silly, but another substitution here too. Shomorodov and Baldanzi. Dobic and Pellegrini, the ones out, making way. Shomorodov and Baldanzi. Come on, we need a goal here. We need a goal here. Nico Gonzalez getting ready to come in. And Vlahovic is going to be the one coming off. And you know what? Is what it is, everybody. Is what it is. And this is going to be interesting to see how this actually plays out. Nico going right up to the front. Almost playing with like 2 10s in Cope and Nico. Size is definitely not our strength now late in this game, as Nico, Conceição, and Yildiz make a very, very small front line. So we're going to have to do it with feet. And when we get the possession, Roma is trying to clamp down on this one. Kone and McKennie do battle here. McKennie heads it over. Yildiz trying to win this one out. Mancini. Luis had to come in. It's a freaking yard sale over on that side of the pitch. The ref looks like he's not even paying attention. We get the ball, though, Luis. Has Cambiaso there. You got Yildiz ahead of you, man. Cambiaso making his move in. Crossed in. Oh, just over the head there of Gonzalez. Savona finds Conceição. Running at his man again. Played inside for McKennie. Right back to Conceição. He just can't settle that. Good pressure there, though. Oh, and he's earned a corner. Great effort and work right there from Conceição. That kid is strong on the ball. "84 minutes. Corner kick Juventus. Get it late. Take it late, everybody. Let's go. It's fino alla fine." Cross comes in. That's a good one. Oh, Bremer. Just can't get there. Cambiaso settles right back out to Luis again. Shomorodov coming at him. Left-footed cross going into the mixer. Chested down by Bremer. That's a high boot. It's a high boot there on Kone. All new signings in from Skanga. Nice. What would be nice is a goal. We could play whoever the hell we want, but I want the win. Let's go. Running out of time here. Oh, Luis. Tries to get a foul there. Nothing doing. Here's Dybala on it. But he does have to push it back out. Mancini on it. Scanning. Oh, that's a decent corner ball there. Trying to get advanced there. Zalewski slows it down. Angelino and Zalewski working on that left flank. Savona keeping tabs here. Right-footed cross coming in. Oh. And Colt Miners clears here. Conceição with the touch there. Just can't keep it. Kone. Now Roma's pressing us. Now they got possession. They have us hemmed back. That's it, McKennie. Give him the business. Come on. Let's go. 86 minutes, 30 seconds, 0-0. Mancini's a mutt anyways. Max bleeding. Come on. Let's go. Nico putting in Dika under. Let's get the press helping him. Mancini's, you got to just pump this forward. Luis heading this over, but Conceição can't beat Angelino to it. Here's Zalewski. Making a run out to Angelino. Cross low and hard. Gatti only as far as Kone. They're right outside our area here. And the referee gets in the way on Conceição's challenge. Of course. Now they drop it. Roma's possession. Even though we would have won it and been gone there. At least out of here. Dybala on it now. Co-Miners a little pressure on Angelino. They go back. Indica. "88 minutes, everybody. 0-0. Trying to take on Savona. In comes the help. They can't win it back. It's Zalewski still on it. Now into Angelino. Trying to line up a cross. Cristante over to Mancini. Mancini. Out to Celik. Oh, in deep. Here's Paulo. And his cross is blocked. It's going to be a corner kick. He's going to take it. This will be an in-swinger, and it'll be dangerous. '89th, everybody. Dybala set to take a corner here. Got to contend this. The ball's in. Headed out. Colt Miners. Celik. Back to Angelino. And we are pinned back. Played forward. Shomorodov outside to Dybala, who's got a ton of space. He's running at Cope. Out to the top. Angelino now outside. Settled in. Oh, there's a rip. Woo! I don't think Di Gregorio saw it till it was way too late. If that's on target, that might be in, everybody. Oh, yeah. He didn't even see it. He didn't even see it on release. He was nowhere near planted, ready to dive. We got 5 minutes of stoppage time, everybody. Come on. 5 minutes. Fino alla fine. Fight for it. Let's go. Coco Melon if we need. And that's just a shove in the back of Gonzalez. And we just let him off the hook. Frustrating game today. Frustrating game today. Nowhere near the level we need to be at. Oh, Cope couldn't hit Conceição there as we tried to break. Inside to Luis. Move this out for Gatti. Now out to Bremer. Quickly close down here. You can't lose this thing, man. Cristante. He's trying to give himself some time getting away from McKennie. Played back. Luis heads it in for McKennie. Oh, McKennie loses it. They're running back at us. Baldanzi. Dybala's got space on the right. Zaleski running at Savona. Oh, that's well defended by Savona. Well defended by Savona. Great work, kid. Great work. 92 minutes. We got 3 minutes left in stoppage time. Corner kick to defend here. Dybala set to take it again. Here it goes. Di Gregorio with the sure hands, and he's going to spring us. Douglas Luiz. Over to Cope. Yield is on the outside. Ah, shot high. Never threatening there. Good counter, but never threatening there in the end. Ah, would have been something. Kone on it for Roma. Celino finding Baldanzi. We're at 93 minutes, 30 seconds. There's a minute and a half left in this game. Zaleski on it. Back to Angelino, who's been very active late in this second half for Roma. Angelino starting to pull a lot of strings for them. Had arguably the best, closest chance of the game, too. Cope's putting Svilar under a little bit of pressure, forcing him to launch this one. Savona's dropping back there. And he's going to see it out for a throw-in. Conceição settles this one. To Gatti. To Gregorio. Over to Bremer. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Into Luis. Little flick on for Bremer. Bremer back to Di Gregorio. Pressure coming. Trying to find Gonzalez. Can't get it up to him. They're free and clear here. Celik. Cross. Gatti. Swats that one away. Neither Yildiz or Cambiasso can win this thing. Mancini's on it now. Playing it up for Kone. Cristante. That's game. That is game. Shut down. 0-0. Frustrating day at the office, everybody. frustrating day at the office. Yeah, that's just neither one of these teams brave enough to really get after this one. This was a pretty lame game. See the look on some of these guys, and the frustration is all over it, but Juve was nowhere near the tempo, pace of the game that they needed to be at. Not until like 70th to 74th minute, and even that didn't last for the closeout of this game. But man, and we got in good positions, but the guys that were there just couldn't make up their mind, and they tried to be so cute in the final third when they should have been ripping some of the opportunities they had. This is a bad one. This is a bad it's a bad one because it's a game that we could have had 3 points. Roma played very safe. We controlled a lot of the game. We didn't even come out with a good opportunity to score. 8 total attempts for Juve, 7 for Roma, 50% possession. Nobody with a big chance created. Not one big chance created by either team in this entire game. That is exactly what you call a sleeper. Holy smokes. That is a terrible, terrible. Not even one big chance created. And not just by us, by Roma. Like, absolute sleeper of a game. My God. Yeah, that is brutal. Brutal. That we just didn't get after a game that is totally winnable. Going into the break on 9 points would have been fantastic. 7 is the minimum, though. I did say that before we even kicked the ball. I said these first 3 games, you're going to want 7 points. 7 points is needed. And then we move from there. But yeah, this was a sleeper of a game, everybody. You guys' thoughts, I gave you the stats already. We'll go through some ratings. 6.9 for Di Gregorio. Not much work there. 6.5, I remain with him. Savona at 7. Gatti at 7.4. Bremer at 7.4. Cabal at 7 before being subbed off there. Cambiaso finishes off the game there in Cabal's spot at 6.8. Yeah, I'm fine with Gatti and Bremer. Definitely deserve to be clear of the others. 7.4. Yeah, because they ended up having to do a lot of work the way the game played out. But I had him at 7s and the other guys at 6.5s. Cambiaso moved up a little bit in the second half, but not much. Locatelli 6.8. Fagioli 6.3. Man, you could probably throw a couple of 6s out there. They didn't go down, but they didn't do anything to boost it up. Very, very safe from both of those guys. I see Marco with a Storm the Barn question in there. Guys, don't waste any time. Fire in your Storm the Barn questions, okay? We're going to rock this post-game show for a bit here and just talk about some of the storylines out of this. Yildiz at 6.9. I'm not so sure, really, to be honest. Imbangula was at a 6.5. I had Imbangula at a 6. Yildiz maybe 6.5. Vlahovic at a 6.7. No chance. I have Vlahovic at maybe a 6. It's a pretty rough one there looking at the rankings. And if you got to pick a man of the match, I'm telling you, it's a sad one to pick a man of the match, but it's got to be one of the CBs. It can't be anybody else in this game. It's got to be one of Gatti or Bremer. So take your pick there for one of these guys, okay? Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough one, you guys. Storm the Barn, though. Let's get to this and see what we got here. You guys know the drill. Throw your comments. They don't have to be questions. They can be comments, whatever. Just label them STB, and we're ready to fire, okay? So, Marco, all the hype about Luca and Fagioli has shown in this game. Any half-decent side matching against them has the chance. Not starting Luis 3rd time in a row is a shocker, too. Opinion. I'm not so sure why the Fagioli-Luca thing and not going with Luis. We're past the point of integration for Douglas Luiz. Like, we are well beyond past the point of integration. He can start a game. As far as Locatelli and Fagioli go, like, I'm not going to use this game to say Fagioli is not ever going to become the player that we think he is, but he definitely has to start showing more. There was only 2 moments in this game where he showed he's got a cut above that can create things and do things, but it's really nothing. Like, there was a whole lot of nothing there from Locatelli and Fagioli today, and that can't happen. But beyond that, like, beyond the midfield too, for 70 minutes, the movement was non-existent. The movement's what's created so much for us in those opening matches. Yes, this is the first time we played a decent opponent. But the movement, like the legs, when the legs aren't there and you're not creating space, you have no chance of breaking teams down, especially one that came into this game ready to clamp down and try and hit back at you. It wasn't a good recipe for success from Juventus. But Luiz needs to start getting in there. And like I said, I fully believe Cope Miners and Luiz locked themselves into this go-to midfield moving forward. And we will talk about those guys coming in and what we saw. But, man, we did not approach this game well. And you can't wait till the 70th to get your legs about you. I don't care who you're playing. Dells, Roma pressed us well, and we didn't have answers to it. Will other teams use this as a blueprint to make us play like shit? I mean, yeah, they're going to look at some of the struggles. They're going to use all 3 games to figure out what they want to do to game plan against us. At the end of the day, the one thing that was promising about Mota coming in was the fact that he would alter and deviate from not just remaining in a 4-2-3-1, but moving out of a 4-2-3-1 into a 4-1-4-1. He has the players to do so. So either way, it's going to be up to us to adapt and do so properly. I think today, for the first half, you had way too many guys that were just flat. And not anywhere near the level we needed. Cambiaso got into great areas and pissed away every single one of them. And you just can't do that. When you finally do that against a team that's clamping down on you, you have to make them pay when you get those opportunities. I thought we were way too cute in the final third. It needs to be direct. It needs to be decisive. And yeah, you just got to get the job done. It was way too slow and cute and just junk. Get the job done. You have a line of sight on goal. Have a rip. What are we talking about here? I don't like it. I think we wasted way too much of this game. Next match, bench Fagioli and start Douglas Luiz. Yeah. I'm fine with it. We're going to have 2-week break, international break, and then we get in there and these guys are going to integrate a bit more. I'm with it. Okay? Cope Miners, the fact he's staying, that'll bode well. What do we think of Cope Miners? Him coming in, we saw all these guys join in. For Gonzalez, not necessarily fair because he came in very, very late and he was playing right up at the top in a game that left the guys up top with not much work to really do. So I'm not really going to say much on Gonzalez's game. We didn't really see anything. Conceição, I really, really like Conceição. I think he can be a huge piece for us moving forward. He showed us what he can do. Great at ball retention. Okay. Fantastic distributor too. Had some really good crosses going in there. I think it's going to be okay. When we go with Conceição. I think he's going to become one of our main go-tos. As far as Cope, I think Cope did... he was safe too. I don't think he was pushing anything, but he showed you what he can do, and he had some good crosses and the looks, the vision, but the speed of which he was doing it. Because he's always looking to progress, and he was looking to do so very quickly. Obviously, options weren't there and everything, but again, it's a good look. It's a good look there. But yeah, we want more, and we're going to want more because this performance as a whole, very, very reserved performance from Juventus. And I think that's the nicest way I could put it. Very, very reserved performance. Let's see. We'll keep it going with Storm the Barn as well. Keep it rolling, everybody. Keep it rolling. Forza Juve. Was this proof of Motta playing unready youngsters that won't be enough in big games? Conceição, Cope, and Luiz must be starters after the national team break is over, or we will see this often. I think that as far as the youngsters go, they're doing their job. I can't blame all of this on who? Who are we picking for youngster? Our team is young in general. Are we putting all of this on Cambiasso, Savona, and Imbangula? I really can't, because all the guys in general just didn't bring enough. The first half was completely written off. And then you're already behind the 8 ball. You're cooking in the second half, trying to spark things up. You haven't poked and prodded enough at Roma to ask enough questions to figure out how you're going to do damage. The youngsters and how they get their minutes, when they get their minutes, is going to be something that we have to wait and see. And as far as everyone clamping down their roles, Motta's going to get to the point where you know his 1A and who his 1B is. So we just have to wait for it. If the young guys are beat out, the young guys are beat out. I'm not worried about it. But the funny thing is, we have a very young team in general. At least to me, anyways. You know, you guys know I'm old, right? So, by the way, added my first memory from Juventus. One of my early memories from Juventus, okay? Got a kit, mail day, wasn't too long ago. Added a kit to the collection, one that has eluded me for quite some time, all right? So, I'll be showing that one very, very soon and revealing that. Next, bench Vlahovic for Nico as false 9. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to bench Vlahovic for Nico as a false 9. And today definitely wasn't a catalyst to push for this because we didn't see enough. I'm still going to roll with Vlahovic. I have no issues in remaining with him. Nico will have his opportunities and be able to get his minutes in there and his reps in there. Tonight, obviously, wasn't a good showing for any of our guys to really make any of these calls. But at the end of the day, Motta's the one watching these guys in training, and he's going to make the calls. Vlahovic was he was easily, it seemed, thrown off in this one. A very, very frustrated demeanor from early on. Like, early in this game, I'm like, man, he's frustrated as if it's already the 70th and he can't get a sniff or win a ball or anything. And to be fair, God, the passing was just shite. The passing was just shite all freaking game. From the beginning to the end. Terrible, terrible execution. So I'm not ready to give up on Vlahovic for the next match and not start him, okay? But again, if Motta decides to do that, I'm not gonna complain. I'll get behind it and I'll back whatever decisions he makes because he's watching these guys in training day in, day out. But I think the midfield wasn't cutting it today. And even Yildiz. We gotta talk about Yildiz. He was not the same and not occupying that role in that first half the way he was in the first 2 games. For this one, he was on the right, and it seemed like him and Cambiasso were not cohesive and just not finding the rhythm together. Obviously, that would be difficult the way Cambiasso played in the first half. And then on the left, we had nothing on the left. So it's a bit strange. I like Yildiz sticking centrally, but more to the left side. I think he's more comfortable on the left. At least it looks that way to me watching him. So it'll be one to follow there. Yildiz going over to the left side. We got a lot of time before the next game. We've got a lot for Motta to think about. He's seen some guys in there now. This was the first real test. I don't think it's a fail by any means. But we do have to figure out why that energy wasn't there. Why those legs weren't there. because that has to be a constant. That's probably the most concerning. The passing, all this crap, it is what it is. Sometimes it's just not your day and you're just overthinking it or whatever the case is, trying to do too much, way too much in terms of dribbling from these guys. That's why they cough the ball up so much. But yeah, it's not a fail by any means, but there's definitely work to be done. And we got to keep it moving. This is not a really adverse scenario. I think we controlled the game well. We just didn't seem to be on the same page on how to break them down. And when the opportunities were there, we were nowhere near strong enough to hurt Roma. Charles, Cope didn't impress me. He looked like he didn't grasp his role. Should we be worried? Absolutely not. Absolutely no reason to worry right now. Absolutely no reason to sound off the alarms. Nope. First half of football, he just came in. Still got to get used to all these guys. It was promising, though, that he was looking at Vlahovic, and Vlahovic was trying to be on the same page with the reads. They just didn't connect on like 2, maybe 3 attempts. So that part is promising that it's so early on. But as far as being worried, I'm not worried. I'm definitely not worried right now. Guys, we're 2 wins, 1 draw out of the first 3. 7 points was a minimum to be where we want to be moving into the international break. Outside of that, now when we start to lock in on guys, that's when the real questions start to get asked, right? But in terms of where we sit, this is where we'd want to be after the 3 games, okay? 7 points, level with Inter and Torino, and even Udinese. So 7 points, all of us at the top. Hellas Verona, Napoli at 6 points, Empoli at 5. De Sciglio's new home. Was he going to push them for a European finish? No. We're okay, everybody. We're okay. It's this one didn't go our way today. There's work to be done. We knew there was always going to be work to done. Okay? We're going to regroup. We've got the last live show before the international break tomorrow morning here, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay? So I hope to see you all there. We're going to tackle this one in full, in depth. We're going to see the post-game reactions. We got another Storm the Barn. I don't mind taking. What do you think, Roma playing Allegri ball today? That's what we kind of called on the preview show. Omer hit it to a T. He thinks, hey, they're going to come in. They're going to clamp down. And especially based on how they played their first opening matches, they're going to clamp down and they're going to look to strike at Juve and hit back at us. It's what they did. We just were not in any close enough shape to hurt them and threaten them enough. We got to change things up. We need a little bit more work there. Conceição was a monster from Peter Cesarini. Yeah, he showed you what he can do. You get that guy exactly how I called it when we brought him in. You know, get him in those 1v1s. He's going to do damage. He's going to do damage. And sooner or later, if we could tee up what we're doing on trying to get to those on the back end of it, yeah, you're going to start creating some serious problems. And more teams might start to drop deeper and deeper to try and prevent that. That's when you start finding your trailing runs and really start to put them under. So again, as these guys get more integrated, as they get stronger, it's going to get better and better and better. Hopefully. Okay, but I truly do believe so. I think we have a good mix of players. I think there's a lot of options at Motta's disposal. And today, hey, it's always tough when those teams clamp down. We couldn't find a way through. Is what it is. We move on to the next one. We have not conceded a goal in 3 games. That's a big positive, okay? Today, not sharp enough to hurt them at the other side, unfortunately. Tomorrow, though, we will reconvene. We'll look at everything in the post-match. We will look at Motta's presser. We will talk about all the performances, break them down, and of course, hit everything in the aftermath. Thank you guys for the watch-along, as always, okay? And appreciate all the support. Thanks, Alex P. Yes, hopefully the knee is not too bad, but I'll keep you guys posted. And who knows, maybe we'll, for research, do some rehab tracking through it and whatnot. If I'm quite certain I'm going to need some surgery to fix the knee, but we'll follow it all together and see what happens. Maybe I'll get the Chiellini 6-month insane recovery. Could you imagine? I have a feeling I won't even get in for surgery in 6 months, just with the way things are here. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully they can speed things up for me. But thank you very much, everybody. Drop a like on your way out. It's my pleasure running these things, and we'll get back at her after the international break, okay? Hope to see you all tomorrow morning. Till then, fino alla fine, Forza Juventus, still up at the top, okay? Still up at the top. Till tomorrow morning, take care, everybody. Ciao.
Yeah.